Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. ADA really no change. I mean, we are going up a little bit, but that was a little surprise only because, as you know, if you've watched the previous videos, we talked about the retracement level of this current 1-2 setup, and we had only reached the 23.6% FIB level in the previous video, which is really a very shallow retracement only for a wave 2. So we talked about the strong possibility to go at least to the 38.2% FIB level, and we're going to look at that in a minute. Overall scenario unchanged. Basically the assumption is we are still in this larger ABCDE triangle in which we have been since May basically. Well, to be fair, we can say that at the moment at least there is a certain likelihood that the wave E was already finished here at the top, at the peak at 46.3 cents. We said that the wave E of the triangle can be counted itself as a triangle A, B, C, D, E, which then broke to the downside. We completed our wave 1 to the downside that you can see here, and we're now in the wave 2 retracement, which would eventually come down in a wave 3, which would eventually take us sort of into the region around 36-35 cents. Okay, so in the previous video we identified here a possible ascending wedge or triangle pattern, which then broke out to the upside. Probably don't put too much emphasis on it. It wasn't that much of a clear pattern. As you can see, it doesn't really look like a triangle now anymore. So it moved a bit higher. We did measure in the previous video the FIB level for the retracement of the wave 1, and we talked about the different retracement levels. Now, in the previous video we were hovering around the 23.6% FIB level. I mentioned to you that this is for a wave 2 a very shallow one, and that the next, if we break it, the next level would be 43.5 cents. Now that is exactly where we bounced off from. That's the 38.2% FIB level. If we do get above that, then we're looking here at the 50% FIB level at 44 cents, all of which is still very much within the scope of what a wave 2 can do. Bear in mind there is a descending trend line that's coming down here, where we had a few touch points now, at least 1-2 touch points here, up there. We had a third one, yeah, and this, we're getting close to that level again. We're getting close to that level. If we push to the 44 cent level, which is the 50% retracement, we would break that trend line. So let's see if the price, how the price reacts to that trend line, and it might bounce off from that to the downside. But a wave 2 generally can do much more, and it would not really. I mean, this wave 2 doesn't really get less likely until we break above 45.4 cents. Only when we have a strong retracement and it goes above 45.4 cents, I would consider that this is not a wave 2 anymore. So generally a wave 2 easy, can retrace to the 78.6% FIB level. That is quite a deep retracement level also for a wave 2. Going any more than that makes it less reliable. Always the ideal level for a wave 2 generally is the 38.2 to the 61.8% FIB level. And this is where we're getting into right now. We've obviously touched the 38.2 level now, yeah. And then from any point here, we now need to be ready for a possible move to the downside, to wave 3 basically. So yeah, just to update you, we are still on plan here for lower lows. My view is until we see anything different, that will be my primary forecast here still. Of course, there can always be corrective moves to the upside. I gave you the key resistance levels here. Bear in mind there are 2 trend lines crossing here, so they could provide a little bit of a resistance level here that would take us down. But yeah, generally a wave 2 can still do a bit more, but there is resistance certainly here around the 44.2 cent level. Just looking at it structurally, we bounced off that level a few times here, had a bit of support here as well, so 44.2, 44.5, that's sort of the zone I'd be looking at if we push any higher than the 43.5 cent level. Okay, that's a quick update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.